Today, we need to get into HYBE getting in trouble by fans over views. We need to talk about accusations of Jung Kook and Michael Jackson coming out. And then we need to get into a K-pop idol saying something very interesting. So hey dumplings, it's Dave. Decide hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Grab your dumplings, hey spilling mug merch, and let's go. If you are not aware, there is a solo K-pop artist named Holland. He is gay, and I usually don't lead with that information as we speak about him. It is very important to note, as that is a huge part of his story, as well as the story we are talking about today. Holland was the first openly gay K-pop idol in Korea, and it actually caused a lot of problems for him. Korea being a more conservative place, his orientation has no doubt been something that has garnered mixed reactions. There were some rumors a little while ago that implied that he was banned or blacklisted from certain parts of the K-pop industry due to his sexuality. But these things were all speculation, because there was no concrete evidence of that, and areas might choose to not air him or have him perform over numerous reasons. There could be just less LGBT or out people in Korea, so they don't usually tend to want to associate themselves with an artist that is, which ultimately would result in less sales, which then results in shows not wanting you to perform, which would not be a direct result of being gay, but just something that would happen. And I'm not saying this is something that happened to Holland, but I am saying we don't know if any of those hardships he may have in his career are a direct result of his sexuality. Part of his story talks about how he often gets bullied or has gotten bullied for being gay and people inciting violence towards him. And it's very tough because it's one thing if you're just gay and you kind of keep it to yourself and you don't really maybe appear flamboyant in public, so people just mind their own business. But if you're famous and a public figure, someone who is homophobic and knows you might see you on the street and attempt to hurt you. And so that is tough. Because of his orientation, he gets a lot of questions on idols' orientations in the industry. This makes sense as to why he'd get asked this, because people think that since he is gay, he is going to tell other gay idol stories, or the fact that since he is in the industry, he might know. So one question that he gets asked a lot is people asking if Taeyang and Jung Kook are gay or if they're together. Now, this is obviously wrong in so many ways, because if they were together and Holland were to out them before they even wanted to come out and say it, not only would he get severe backlash from ARMY, but I doubt either of them would ever want to work with Holland. Holland made a TikTok video addressing this very situation to talk about how it's not his job to out or confirm anything, and went with the neutral route of saying nothing. This really is the smartest response to give, because you don't want to give any response to someone else's business. Bottom line is, he likely does not know anything about this. He is not particularly close to any of the BTS members, at least not publicly, so how would he know? And then if he were to deny it and say it's fake, it probably would be isolating or targeting a specific fandom that would likely try to cancel him. And there's many people who have gone against the theory and have gotten death threats or people trying to cancel them. Personally, my issue has never been with the idea that the two could or could not be dating. My issue has always been with the subset of fans within that subculture that are extremely mentally unstable. And not mentally unstable for liking the ship, but sending death threats over it, yeah, they need therapy. So Holland basically said that he was finished, he wasn't going to answer anything more about this, and finally addressed it publicly so people would stop asking him if it really is the truth. I think people see a gay idol in the industry and then try their hardest to grab information out of them. The honest truth is that the reality of whatever you're wondering about the celebrity is going to be a lot less interesting than you think, and a lot less newsworthy. Focus on the music and really the interesting and fun stuff. I think we as a society are very interesting when we start to focus less on the things that are actually the whole point and start focusing on a lot of the side stuff. Because what does a celebrity's personal life have to do with their ability to make fun music or sell it, or like their weight and or how they look? Jung Kook recently dropped more music amidst so many different dating and sex rumors, so he really is unbothered by those. He released a teaser for Standing Next to You, and I'm going to get into that song a lot more later. But there is drama with the teaser, and people were coming at HYBE and tagging them on X to tell them that they are terrible and all of the things. So what happened? I totally understand fans wanting to stream a music video, because streaming it more will just make the idol look good. It will suggest it to more people. You can even win awards if your music gets a butt ton of streams. And ultimately, this will help the song rank on charts and all of those things. But having the teaser get a lot of views, I really don't know if that'll do anything. It really doesn't seem like there's much of a point to that. However, some ARMYs were upset that the teaser was stuck at a certain number of views, and they were frustrated that the views were frozen. So much so that they decided that they would report HYBE or vent their frustrations to HYBE. In case anyone wasn't aware, HYBE can do nothing about this. HYBE does not own YouTube, nor would be in charge of views. It's not like HYBE can go on the back end of their video and just put whatever views they think are accurate. It doesn't work that way. To have a problem with the views on a video and to not bring it up to YouTube themselves is a whole level of cluelessness that I've never seen before. That's like being upset at a theme park manager and starting an argument with them because it rained and they're doing nothing to stop it. The reason why views freeze on YouTube is because there's too many views in a short period of time and YouTube can't verify quick enough. The reason why that even matters is because ads play on the video. Advertisers have to pay to get their ad on a YouTube video, and so they pay based on how many views that video gets. So if the views end up being artificially inflated by someone rewatching over and over again, then the advertiser has to pay to be reaching the same person over and over again. That's not obviously fair to them. And if YouTube does nothing to verify those views and advertisers continue to pay for those not valid views, the advertisers can sue. So it's not great. If you're someone who absolutely needs the teaser to get high views, just make sure you stream correctly. Watch the teaser all the way through, watch another video, any different video, watch that all the way through, and then go back to the teaser. That is the only way in which 2 views will count. If you just watch and hit refresh, it won't count as 2 views. And likely one of the many reasons why video views would need to be frozen. Because if you do that, YouTube has to attempt to verify each view. So the official music video standing next to you, I believe will drop on Friday, November 3rd. The video is getting a ton of hype and people are comparing it to Michael Jackson. Likely because there is crotch grab in the teaser's dance, and also the song gives MJ vibes as well. As Jung Kook in general has been described as the MJ of our generation. Jung Kook has been getting accusations of copying Michael Jackson for quite some time, and he simply has not copied anything. He does his own thing, and his style is quite different from Michael Jackson. That is not good or bad, it's just different. If his style was identical to Michael Jackson, then no one would care if Michael Jackson was dead or alive because they'd have a little twin that exists right now. Bottom line is, they're not identical, and Jung Kook and MJ have very different styles, and they're just both very successful. Of course, when Jung Kook did his performance for the World Cup, he was getting accusations about how he was dressed being compared to MJ. Of course, this was likely an inspired Michael Jackson look, but artists do this all the time. We didn't call Kim Kardashian a Marilyn Monroe copy when Kim wore Marilyn's dress to the Met Gala. Just the clothes does not make them that person. Jung Kook has taken inspiration from all sorts of different artists, and that's just what people do. We all take inspiration from those before us, and it's actually very endearing to have inspirations and people you look up to. Jung Kook and BTS actually did a Michael Jackson tribute a little while ago. BTS has their Festa videos that are basically behind the scene clips that they cut out from official BTS stuff and stuff you can later buy or watch on BTS's YouTube channel. The Festa was BTS members dancing to Michael Jackson's Black and White. They did an absolutely amazing job in that performance, but for some reason the video actually got taken down, and I really couldn't find the official clip on any official BTS accounts. All I could find was clips re-uploaded by another account. Turns out it was reported online that Jimin and Jung Kook portions were removed due to copyright, and it's further people saying that Jung Kook is copying Michael Jackson. And the thing is, this is going to happen with any iconic people. In the future, there will be people who will look back at the idol of our now time and get inspiration from them. To have fans ban or attack Jung Kook over this is ridiculous. Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thanks for this lovely comment right here. Love you, bye.